Hello traders and welcome to PL Capital's weekly market review. Using wave analysis, I'm going to look at the US dollar, the pound, S&P, Nasdaq, oil, natural gas, and Bitcoin. So let's get started. All right, this is the weekly economic calendar for next week. And there's not a whole lot going on this week. Tuesday, Powell's going to be speaking. I don't know what he's going to say other than what he just said on Wednesday. So I don't think that's going to be much of a market mover there. Another FOMC member will speak, and University of Michigan consumer sentiment on Friday, but I don't see that being much of a mover. So as much as last week we had all kinds of data points and whatnot coming out, this week nothing real big coming. Do we have some earnings from some bigger companies, but all the big ones reported last week, so won't be as volatile as last week, that's for sure. All right, let's look at the charts. Looking at the US dollar, this is the daily time frame. And based on the price action on Friday, big up day, it's looking more like this five-wave move is in. Now we can't confirm that until this 105.63 level gets taken out, because they could just, this fifth wave here could get extended. So that could just be the first part, and they're coming up for two, and then a little bit in three, four, and five. So we don't know yet, but given that strong move, that's kind of what I was expecting would happen after all this kind of sideways chop here. So that could be the start. So this purple zone, I thought if they were going to be going down for more, like if this was just a 1, 2, 3, I thought they would come up into this zone for 3 and down. Now they could still do that. They could still just come up a little bit higher and then quickly reverse. But I thought it might happen in this zone. So it's looking more like this should be pushing up, but we got to wait and see. So when I zoom in onto like a 1 hour, I already have 5 waves, so I've got an impulse already, and they've broken that high on Friday. So I think what they're going to be doing is creating some type of a running flat here. So they'll be coming up and down, and then one more up, and then after that, then that will have a better indication of what might be happening here. So I expect a little bit of a pullback pretty soon, and then at least one more up, and then we'll have to take it from there. So some more up. Pound, so pound's gonna be pretty much just the opposite. So it quickly sold off. So we can't confirm that this 5 waves is done until this 118.41 level gets taken out. But the way it's really sold off and the way the dollar went way up, I'm expecting that they'll come down. So zooming back out to like a 4 hour. So it looks like this 5 wave move is done. And so now I would expect, some type of correction to at least down to 119.55 to 1660, at least down into here. Now they could bring it all the way down, but at least into here, maybe even a little lower, before they would head back up. So but we don't know. I mean, this always could turn into also a running flat. I mean, this could be just the A, and then they're going to come down and break the low, and then come back up. So we'll see how this progresses here. So first let's see what happens if they take this low out, or this orange line out, and see how this drop responds when it gets down into this zone. All right, let's look at the S&P. Oops. So it looks to me like there's 5 waves in. And so now I'm expecting a correction, and the correction will tell like what this all is. So, and we can't even tell, just like on the dollar, like we don't know that this final leg up is done. Not until if they take out like 4,750, then we know that this is done. Because this could just consolidate right in this purple area, right where they are right now. You know, maybe come and break. I think they got to come and break this low, 41.3250. I think they got to break that one more time at least. But they could just return right back up. So, you know, Monday, Tuesday, that'll give a good indication of what the next leg is doing. Because if the longer they hang out just in this little area right here, then I think it's just going to be correction, and they're going back up. But if Monday and Tuesday, it starts really pushing down into this area, we start seeing more, correction up and then down, and taking this out, then there's something bigger that's going to happen. Because if they hang out in this area, this all could be, they're creating a leading diagonal. So this could be, 1, 2, 3, and then we got ABC here, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then this would just be, oops, sorry, come on, 1, 2, and then they'll come up, that'd be 3, and then 4, and then they'll still go back up for 5, so they're going to be pushing up for quite a while. So that's why this area right in here, anywhere down to like 40, 47, the longer it hangs out here and just consolidates, then I think there's a lot more to go up. So I think next week we'll get that answer, what they're doing here. So let's keep an eye on that zone. And the Nasdaq, the same thing. I've got 5 waves, but we don't know that it's this 5th wave is done until 11,871 gets taken out. So to me, it looks like they got to come and break 12,551. Got to break that one more time, and then same thing like with the S&P. The longer they just kind of chop around in here, then I think it's going back up. But if they come in through this zone hard and really are pushing down, then we might be getting a really big correction or total downside. So keep an eye on this area. Oil. All right, so in my last video I said, keep an eye on this purple area here between 76, 79 and 77, 92. And sure enough, they just wicked through on Friday, wicked above it, and then total rejection. So what I see here is you got 1, correction 2, and 5 waves. So that's a 1, 2, 3. Now I expect them to go and break the low. I mean, this is really strong downward momentum. So I do expect a correction up into this zone at least. So coming up here to, and I don't even know if the low is in yet. I mean, 73.10 right now. They can open up, on the futures market, they could open up and push it down or gap down or whatever. But if this is the low, 73.10, I'd expect them to at least come up to, let's see, what is this, about 75.37 up to 76.70, somewhere in here. Come up here in 3 waves and then get rejected and go down, and they'll be taking out this low. So keep an eye on this area. They could come up higher and then reject, but at a minimum that they should come up into this range before heading down. All right, natural gas. All right, so they keep pushing down. So it looks to me like this this is possibly making a running flat. So I said that they've been creating this three waves. So this is 1, 2, 3. That's 1. That was 2. And it's possible that that's 3 and that's 4, and now they're coming down for 5. But this could also end up being that they're making a running flat for the third wave. So, and if they do something like this, so if they see them like Sunday night into Monday, if they come up into here, I think this is a running flat and down, and this would only be 3. I go up for 4, and then one more time for 5. So we should know pretty much Sunday night, because if they come and take out this low, then I don't think that's a running flat. But if they kind of gap up, I think it's just going to be a head fake. So natural gas, what do they like to do? They'll gap up to like about here. They'll push it up just a little bit more, and then like Monday, like they'll just rip it down, and you'll and come down hard, take out the low, and that'll just be the third wave. So I think that's more likely in the cards that still got some downward pressure going here. So we got 1, 2, and I think third wave is just being created. So keep an eye on this area. If they do push up to like, I don't know, maybe 249, what is that, 2495? Yeah, about 25, let's say. I think we're going down. But if they are able to get above this level, 2597, then it's possible that finally this fifth wave is in. But for sure, when they take out 2908, but it's such a long way away that it's going to take a while to get confirmation there. But if they do get above here, then maybe we're going up. But I'm expecting more down. And Bitcoin. All right, zoom out here. So what I see is I've got 5 waves up here. And I think this is a running flat in here. So from over here, I got 5 waves to here. And now I got this correction. So this could be like 1, 2, 3. And if they come in and break this low here where the orange line is of about 25, 530 or so, 500, let's say, then I think that's 3 ways up. And then keep an eye on this area, 22185 to 2900. If they come down here just correctively, so like a 1, 2, 3, and then it kind of just starts going back up a little. I think there's more up. But the harder they push below 2090, then this could just be we had an ABC correction and now it's going to go break the low. But it looks like it's just too hard right now. I think it'll correct here, but not until we take out this 25214, we don't know that this fifth wave is done yet. So keeping an eye on if it does drop, keep an eye on this area. This area I think has to hold, otherwise it might be going down. All right, that's what I've got. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions, and I will talk to you later. Bye.